Welcome to War Never Changes, everyone. My name's Aaron Love. I'm the DM. With me today is Shea Dan.
That's Zeke, the lovable All-American.
Trevor Noah.
As Wispy, show me the money.
And Elliot Shanley.
As Herbert Dashwood, famed adventurer.
So, for everyone, this is a one-shot that we're doing that's going to fill in a little bit of story, a little bit of history, some new characters, and we're going to see how they fit into the War Never Changes world, along with how they interact with specific environments and NPCs. So I think that we're going to jump right in today, and we're going to open up with, on a crisp, warm summer afternoon, Wispy and Zeke are returning to Azenta after doing a mission of great importance. And as they walk up the crumbling steps and enter Azenta proper, there's a guard that's waiting for them and says, "Hey, the boss is looking for you." And Zeke and Wispy instantly know that that's in reference to Phil, the leader of Phil's Knights, and he's in charge of security of all of Azenta.
I should get better manners, Phil.
Yeah, I already forgot how I talk.
Same.
Zeke, I guess we got some, I guess we've been summoned.
Yeah, well, let's head on up.
So as you guys start walking towards Phil's office, you make your way through the marketplace, and as you're passing multiple stalls and mingling through the crowds of eager patrons, Zeke steals a glance over at Ellie from Ellie's Energy, and she gives him a big old smile, and she blushes as he passes.
I do the bashful wink, and then not sure if the wink was okay, and then do a weird half wave.
She just kind of chuckles to herself and just goes back to helping the patron that's pointing at a laser rifle that he's interested in. She takes it down off the shelf and is kind of holding it out with both hands as he's looking it over. And Zeke and Wispy continue along their way.
Man, when are you gonna, ask her?
Figure I gotta work in her workshop for free for at least another 2 years before I work up the courage.
That's just painfully slow.
Oh, well, we live a long time, Wispy. I think I got the time. I guess she might not, though.
Humans! She is just a regular human, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, we should probably get away from earshot of the humans before we celebrate that we're not.
Wispy isn't hiding that he's a ghoul.
Yeah.
Zeke is.
Yeah.
So as you guys, like I said, weave your way through the crowd, you guys exit the marketplace and you walk up the steps to the barracks, which is where all the Phil's Knights and the rest of the city guard normally stay, and that's kind of the headquarters for their operations. As you guys open the door and make your way in, there's a couple guards there getting their armor on, and there's others that are taking theirs off. It's kind of like a middle of a shift change. And you hear a couple of them griping about, "Oh, there's too many people. It's so hard to keep track of them, and it's so hard to, make sure that nobody's doing anything that they shouldn't be. And others are like, yeah, they're just having little chit chat amongst themselves. As you guys make your way through the area, you walk up to a door that is Phil's office.
We'll knock.
Okay. Yeah, come on in. So as you guys open the door, you make your way in, and you see this quaint little office that only really fits a chair, a chair behind the desk and the desk is just filled with all kinds of paperwork, a desk lamp, and then there's 2 chairs that are sitting on the other side of the desk for, guests that are in the office. And you see Phil just like kind of shuffling some papers around, and he looks up and he sees the 2 of you. Ah, there you are. I'm glad that you guys made it back safe and sound.
Yep. That was a pretty important mission that we aren't going to discuss.
Oh God. So speaking of important missions, you know me, I got another one for you. If you guys want to take the job, it pays pretty well.
There are like twinkles in Wispy's eyes right now.
When Phil sees that, he kind of kicks the inside of his desk drawer, and you just hear like some shuffling of caps around in there.
I guess this would be a good time. Aaron, I have a skill called Eye for Numbers.
Ooh.
Where it's mainly like a visual thing where I can look at a group of items or maybe even people and just I have like a pretty good estimate of how many.
Gotcha.
And we just sort of I guess say that hearing all those caps around, I have a pretty decent idea of just how many caps.
Yeah, I would say that Wispy clocks at somewhere between like 800 to 1,000 caps, like quite a bit, enough to pay, pay the city guards, Phil's knights, as well as people that are like Zeke and Wispy that do kind of odd jobs for Azenta.
I'm going to nudge Zeke, and then I'm going to try to quietly say to him, "This sounds like a job worth doing." This sounds like a job worth doing.
Sorry, I forgot I turned on push to talk. Well, yeah, Wispy. I think we can do this job for you. You want me to do the honors?
Sorry, I missed that last part.
Do you want me to do the honors, or do you want to?
Yeah, go ahead, take the lead.
Well, Phil, you piqued our interest. I'm happy to help, and Wispy's happy to get paid. So I'm sure you know the usual. Make it worth Wispy's while, and we'll listen.
So let me tell you about the job before we talk about pricing. So there's been reports of somebody within Azenta, and from what we've kind of already gathered, it's probably one of the merchants or the vendors that are actually supplying a local raider gang with weapons and supplies. And, as you guys can assume, that's probably not good for the people around here. So I was wondering if you guys could look into it and find out who it is and what they're up to, and if at all possible, put a stop to it.
How far are you willing to let us go?
Well, I mean, ideally you would bring them in, but push comes to shove, and you gotta put them down. But we'd like to get some intel out of them.
I'm just picturing at this point Wispy and Zeke just both like cock their guns or something.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say I have like an impressive looking weapon on my back that's kind of a long hammer that I would rattle at that point.
So as you guys are doing this, there's another knock on the door. Right on time. Come on in. And as he says this, the door opens and walks through. Elliot, would you like to describe your character?
Like in character or not?
It's up to you. However you want to describe him.
Well, I'm a tall, dashing fellow. By that I mean Herbert Dashwood. Herbert Daring Dashwood. And I look just like him.
Well, do you want to describe a little bit further than that, or?
No, that's it. That's all you need to imagine. He walks through the door, looking all fancy, ready for adventure. He has a lot of accessories.
Does he look wealthy?
He is. Yeah, he's wearing the top hat, monocle, and everything.
Human?
Yeah. Human enough.
Okay. Wispy is conflicted then.
VIP coming with us, Phil. That's gonna cost extra.
Yeah, well, to be honest with you, I know that you guys are pretty good at what you do, but with
VIP, well, there'll be 3 of us. Dashing ghouls seem like fine fellow.
So
Sorry to
actually,
interrupt, Phil.
Herbert actually only sees one ghoul, and he can't tell the race of the other one because they have a helmet on.
Is Phil a ghoul?
Phil is a human.
Oh, okay.
But I just wanted to clarify that.
Okay.
So I know that you guys are doing good at what you do, and I know that you normally work just 2 of you, but on this one job, I really think that this gentleman here could bring a lot to the table and help you guys out. And yeah, if you guys want to, increase the reward for doing the job because you're working with somebody else, that's fine by me. I just need to make sure that the job is done and done right.
So why is money bags here a good idea to bring to the table?
Well, Herbert here's worked with me before, and he's pretty well known in the wasteland. He used to have a sidekick named Argyle that was ghoul, so I thought maybe he would work good with you guys. And he's pretty well known, and he's known well known adventurer. So I thought that he'd work well with you guys.
Is it Zeke or Wispy that I can tell is a ghoul? Who's wearing
Wispy's
the helmet?
Wispy. You can tell is a ghoul for sure.
Okay. Did you say Zeke, Timothy?
No, I said Wispy.
And you said Jimothy.
Yeah.
It's okay. Jimothy's there too. He's just in the corner doing squats.
I totally believe that.
Spirit. Harriet's over there bench pressing him.
He's doing squats while she's bench pressing him.
Yeah.
Beat me to it.
So is this going to be an issue for you guys, or do you think that you guys can work with others?
Well, I think we made it pretty clear that we can work with others, but how well can this person take care of themselves? Because we're about to head into danger.
I've been adventuring since before you were decaying, and there will be riches to go around, I assure you.
I don't
even need a cut of my reward. Y'all can take it. Bigger reward, more cut. I'm just in it for the adventure.
Okay, well, you heard it. We get his cut.
No take backs.
I don't care how you guys split it.
Phil, we really need to talk about your attitude.
My attitude? What do you mean?
It doesn't do a positive atmosphere, Phil. I mean, no wonder you guys are impressed.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Anyways, Phil, we got to get going. It's great, but we got to drop by the market, make sure we got supplies, take fancy here.
Okay, well, let me know how this turns out. Me and Nick are very, very interested in see how this pans out and who's been, kind of screwing over Azenta and its residents here. So Yeah, just keep me posted and let me know how it turns out, and bring the son of a bitch in if you can.
Yeah, we know the routine.
Bagging him and tagging him.
Aaron, what
Yep.
time of day is it?
It's like afternoon. I'd say about
Okay.
sometime between noon and 2 in the afternoon.
And do we have a general idea of how far away this place would be?
What place?
Aren't we going somewhere?
All that you guys know is that somebody's been screwing over Azenta, and that Phil and his knights have done as much like research as they can in investigation, and they think that some of the merchants or vendors are tied into this, but they don't know who.
Oh, got it. Okay. So we're just keeping an eye on the merchants to see anything shady.
Yeah, keeping an eye. You guys can
Or
ask
we
around.
can
You
go
guys can do whatever you want.
question.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So yeah, I'm assuming you guys leave the office.
I do want to ask Phil if he has, like, who specifically is suspicious to him right now.
Gotcha. Well, that Iggy Poppins guy's always kind of suspicious.
Iggy
Is it-
Poppins, he couldn't. I don't know. I was trying to
Iggy's a
think of
good
something.
friend of mine. I've known him for,
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt that. Moneybags.
many days, and he's always been very polite.
Well, I'm just saying, like, there. I don't know, man. We've done some research, and that guy's just always shady. There's him. I don't know. There's there's that guy named Mark that sells guns. There's Ellie from Ellie's Energy. There's quite a few merchants here, but I don't know. I don't know. There's that Fabulous Francis guy. I don't know. All of them. It could be anybody for all I know. They're all kind of nice, but they all have their own hidden agendas. You never know.
Wispy does a quick side eye to Zeke at the mention of Ellie.
To be honest, Phil, with that kind of logic, you're a suspect too.
Man, if I'm the one that's selling stuff to the Raiders, man, you might as well put me down right now. There's no way. And then he just he looks over at the window. Sorry, I guess there's no window in his office. My bad. I was thinking outside the barracks. He just kind of stares blankly in the direction of like Nikkei's office and goes, I wouldn't do anything to hurt anybody here. And
Yeah, but
he's just 1,000-yard stare towards Nikkei's office.
yeah, but that wasn't exactly a good defense in your defense, Phil.
I mean, I've spent the last 10 years taking care of Azenta, taking care of the people here, making sure that's the safest place in this north of the NCR territory. I've put in my work. I can. If you guys can't trust me, then I don't know who you can trust around here. But I can tell you, it's not me or any of my guys.
With Wispy, we got him in monologuing mode. We got to get out of here.
Yep. Come on, Moneybags.
Yeah, let's go. He's just going to keep going. It's best just leave him alone. All right, Phil. We're leaving now. Goodbye.
Okay, well, stay safe out there, and me and Nikkei are definitely looking forward to knowing.
I haven't met no one yet. All right, let's go.
So as you guys leave the office and make your way back through the barracks, this time the locker room is a little bit more emptied out. You guys make your way down through the barracks. Where do you guys go from there?
Wispy's gonna turn to Zeke and just say, "Ellie's, huh? I'm not quite sure what they find suspicious of her, but I guess she would be a good start. Maybe she's seen something."
Yeah, I mean, unless the Raiders started shooting at him with lasers, I doubt she's actually going to be the suspect, but I think that's a good place to start as any. At least give me time to catch up with her.
Yeah. And then, maybe you can pop the question.
Yeah, all right. Thanks, Whiskey. That's a great time with the person here and everything. Anyway, hey, Moneybags. We got to stop calling them Moneybags. What's
I
your name
carry
again?
no
Herbert?
bags. Herbert. Yeah. You can call
No
me
bag.
anything
Well,
you like,
how do you
but I don't have
carry
bags
things if you carry no bags?
in my pockets and things.
All right, deep pockets.
I like that.
We're gonna go to Ellie's. Ellie's a very good friend of mine, as you might have suspected from Whiskey's behavior. So we don't necessarily. I don't think she's a suspect, but I'm biased. So I guess, hey, why don't you keep an eye out? Because we don't right know, and
All right.
we'll go from there.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
I appreciate you admitting your bias. It takes a good man to admit.
You know,
Aw.
brotherhood will break you of any non-biasness, I guess.
Let's head on over, Money Pockets.
All right.
So as you guys enter the marketplace, there's very crowded this time of the day. A lot of people are stopping at getting the food vendors. You guys smell sizzling mole rat. You guys smell all these yummy, delicious foods as you guys kind of make your way through the marketplace at midday. And you guys make your way to Ellie's Energy's booth. And as you guys approach, Ellie looks up and has a big old smile on her face, and her cheeks get a little rosy when she sees Zeke.
Good day, Ellie. It's good to see you again.
There's my boy. How you guys doing?
Well, we're fine. Just get introduction out of the way. Ellie, this is Herbert. We
Oh,
call him
yeah.
Deep Pockets.
Doing swell.
Well, nice to meet you.
It's always nice to meet me.
I like this one. So, what kind do you find gentlemen for?
Well, we've been tasked with something pretty sensitive, so this is on the down low. You understand?
She leans in. Yeah.
Apparently, someone has been supplying the local raiders with some weapons, and we're pretty sure it isn't you, but we're just kind of wondering if you've seen anything suspicious lately, specifically regarding other vendors.
Well, I always like to think the best of people. So I don't know, but there has been this guy that's been going around. Normally he purchases, just some guns and a little bit of armor and stuff like that. But I've noticed that he's been just going to almost all the vendors, myself included, and just buying all kinds of items that, he normally wouldn't buy or sell at his booth. And I don't know if that's suspicious or not, but that's the only thing I can think of.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Yeah, that would be it, Ellie. That would be the suspicious behavior that we've been looking for. If you could just give us the name of that said individual, that'd be fantastic, and we could work on tracking him down.
Do I? So, I don't like to get other merchants in trouble, but I guess if he's doing something that's hurting people, I got to. His name's Mark. Mark. His booth is called Mark's Mercantile.
Well, I'll be damned. That's even one of the people Phil pointed finger at.
Well, feels good at his job. He keeps us safe.
Yep, he's pretty good at fingering people.
Nice.
I can't. Oh god damn it. Ellie's face just instantly goes beet red, and she just like turns away. Just turns.
Don't
away.
worry, Ellie. He ain't around to hear it.
What? I mean, it's not like he tried to finger you, but we just kind of snuffed that out real quick.
What?
I'm just saying.
Yeah, I said if anyone's gonna finger you, it'd be me.
Damn right. So, so what you guys can do to him? Because, like I said, I don't want to get anybody in trouble or get anybody hurt or anything, especially you there, Zeke.
Oh, probably just, question him, jostle his marbles. Maybe maim him a bit, but yeah, it'll be okay.
Well, people don't talk until they have at least one broken leg, I've learned.
Right, yeah.
Okay, well, not,
Of course, verifying that he is actually the arms dealer we're looking for.
well, I do know that Mark was saying that he was loading up and getting ready to head out. So if you guys are looking for him, you better make it fast.
Oh, when was that?
We gotta head him up and move him out. Chase down this Marky Mark.
Well, I don't know. He stopped by my booth about, half an hour, 45 minutes ago, and he was saying that he was getting his, getting everything ready to go, and then he was gonna head out.
Did he say which way?
No, but the main exit out of Azenta's down them steps, and then I think he has some sort of like carriage or some sort of thing like that he transports in. So that's where I would go. I'd just go back down the main steps and try and find him.
Gentlemen?
Aaron.
Yeah.
I have yet another skill called Expeditious Inspection.
Ooh.
And I'm just going to read it real quick.
Yeah, go for it.
You observe and assess your surroundings with great speed. You recall knowledge, seek, or sense motive. And in this case, I want to use seek.
Yeah.
Specifically seeking for this guy, and I think you're supposed to roll a secret, a roll. And that, I think, would be the DC for this.
That'd be the DC for it? It's not like a set DC that I have to roll against?
It says if you're using seek to search for objects, or I guess in this case, a person, blah, blah, blah. The GM might determine you need to seek as an activity, taking more actions, or even minutes or hours. If you're searching a particularly cluttered area, the GM attempts a single secret perception check for you and compares the result to the stealth DCs of any undetected or hidden creatures in the area.
Oh, okay.
That sounds more like if we're in an area and you need to like pick him out if he's.
I mean, I still think that it's applicable because he's trying to pick him out to see if he's like in the crowd or if he like. Well, I don't want to put words in your mouth. Is that kind of what you're thinking?
Yeah, and not to mention this is a typical vendor. Like I'm sure we've seen him countless times before, so like we know what he looks like.
Yeah.
What I was leading into, I guess, is I have my eyes at the city feat, so I can track down targets with the help of locals using diplomacy or society. And if I need to, I can actually track down the people directly. So what I was thinking is I would use that to get us to the area, and then yours kick into effect, basically pinpoint him.
Yeah, synergy.
Yeah, and we did that without even talking to each other about making our characters, ladies and gentlemen. So I just want everyone to acknowledge.
Yeah. So I guess if that's the case, do I do anything for yours, Shea, or?
You have a DC set in that for it, and then I would probably roll a society check because it's my higher bonus.
Okay.
And so I would just roll a society check and then go from there. And then depending on if I like succeed or fail, you can kind of go.
Okay. Well, so I set the DC then, and then you roll. Is that what you're saying?
Correct.
Okay. So in my head, I said, or I was thinking DC 18.
Well, I just got 18 on the die plus 10.
Yep. There you go.
So that would be critical success. Yeah,
most definitely. So Ellie pointed you guys in like pretty much the exact location of where this guy is. He is currently Well, I guess. Wait, no. Are you looking? Yours is just for the area, and then Trevor's is the pinpoint, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yes, the Mark is currently down by the steps, which is kind of there's like an area right next to the tents where like any sort of transportation, like you can think of it kind of like a stable would be if there was like horses and stuff, but they just kind of have an area that's marked off for any sort of transportation. And that's kind of where over by where he is.
Okay. If he's on the move, how quickly is he moving?
He's currently not on the move.
Oh, okay. So then, I'm assuming Zeke and I probably both see him at the same time, right?
Well, are you guys traveling, or I thought that you guys were just kind of using the ability to kind of scope him out or scope out the area?
Well, he's the biggest lead right now.
Yeah, I was just basically going to. I didn't know how far away he was. It meant I guess you had kind of made it seem like he was already like journeying out and about and was on the footpath.
Yeah, he was like finishing up, loading up. So to kind of put things in perspective, you guys are currently at Ellie's Energy, which is in the marketplace. You guys have, which is kind of the central part of the marketplace. So you guys would have to travel, the remaining half of the marketplace area, and then down the steps, and then probably a remaining like 50 feet or so from the steps to the area. So currently, like the general area that how far away he is from you guys is probably about 150, 200 feet.
Okay. I guess we just start walking to him. But as we're going, I want to turn to Elliot. What's your character's name?
Herbert Daring Dash.
Okay. I'm going to turn to Money Pockets and then just say, it kind of sounds like maybe you're the smooth talker here. So try to get it talking about, if he can admit to selling to some shady people. Maybe throw some caps at him or something. I don't know.
Perhaps I can act as a shady person trying to buy.
There you go. That's something you'd probably do a lot of.
Yeah, sure. All right.
Wait, so I'm not going to hit him?
You can hit him.
Well, I guess. Sorry, I should have spoke.
Perhaps we can incorporate you hitting him into the deception of the act.
Well, I was going to
knock him out, and I can save him. He'll be indebted to me, and I'll just
that works.
Need a bundle of weapons. Yeah, we'll do it.
Good cop, bad cop.
All right, cool. Sounds good.
Okay.
Well, that makes me good cop. Oh.
Yep. Aaron, when we get close enough, I have a fighter feat called Barreling Charge.
Okay.
You rush forward, moving enemies aside to reach your foe, and then make a melee strike.
Does it increase your speed or anything?
No. I just it's 2 action. So like I think, yeah, as long as I have the movement type, I don't know. It says I'm just trying to like barrel through the crowd at the end there. And just run right up on this dude and just punch him straight in the face.
Okay, well, hold on a sec. So you guys are making your way through the marketplace, and then you guys have the entire steps to go down, and then, like I said, it's about 50 feet from the steps to where this guy is. So as you guys are coming down the steps, you see that at this point, Trevor, did you want to use your ability or?
Well, that's just for fighting.
Okay. So, as you guys make your way down the steps, you guys start walking, and you see where the little transportation area is. And as you guys are walking up to him, you hear "Hiya!" And he is currently on top of a truck that he has turned into kind of a chariot, if you will. And there's a cart that's being towed behind the truck, and he has about 4 Brahmin in the front of him, and he's taking off as you guys are slowly approaching.
How quickly?
I mean, he's currently taking off right now. So, like, if you guys ran up to him, you guys might be able to catch up to the cart.
But I mean, these are Brahmin, not like horses.
Correct.
I'm just gonna sprint at it. I'm fast as fuck. Let's see. I gotta use some movement action.
I mean, Shea also has his charging thing that he wanted to do.
Yeah,
You
no,
want
I
to
mean,
go in
I'm,
together on it now? He's leaving.
yeah, I'm barreling towards him. As
Cool.
soon as I
Okay.
see it,
Yeah,
I'm
I
gonna
gotta-
barrel towards him.
Okay, so like I said, he's sitting on top of the roof of a truck, and then there's the bed of the truck, and then he's towing a cart behind it, and they're like taking off right now. So he'd be about like 10 feet above you, Shay. So it'd be kind of hard for you to punch him, but you guys could definitely charge up to either the cart or the truck.
I could leap.
Oh yeah, if you want to.
I really would like to I mean, even if you want me to get onto the cart and then leap to the truck to mess them up.
Yeah, like
I'll do that.
Superman punch him.
Yeah, well, if he's making me do this, I'll probably bring out my hammer when I get onto the cart to jump on to hit him with it.
So I'll also leave.
As it's moving.
Of course, it's
Okay.
an action movie.
Yeah. Do you crap. Suck
So
at this.
where is Zeke leaping onto on the cart? So I know how to calculate my leap.
I mean, I'm just gonna try to get onto the cart, and then either I can hop on and grab and aid you, or I don't. How do you want to run this, Aaron? Do you want us to run into initiative, or?
So if you're wanting to like we've already established, they're moving, but they're not moving super fast. There's 4 Brahmin, so they're going, a couple miles an hour here. So I would say definitely an athletics check to get up onto the cart if that's what you wanted to do. If you want to leap up and try and knock him off, then that would probably be a acrobatics. So it kind of depends on what exactly you want to do.
See, do you think you can just get up to the cart? I think I can leap towards the cart and knock it in a way that might tip him off, and then you can be on the side where he falls and be there waiting to hit.
Well, the cart's being towed behind the truck, and he's on top of the truck.
Oh, he's on a truck. Oh, okay. I thought he was driving the cart like a carriage. Okay.
No, so he's riding the truck like a carriage, but the cart is being towed behind him.
He's like a double long carriage.
Yeah, like that.
I see. How heavy does the cart look? Is it?
It looks like he has a bunch of supplies and shit in it.
I don't want to overthink. I think we should just get on the cart first and then figure out a method after from there.
That's a good plan.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just leap straight on to the cart onto the back of it and try to crawl my way to where I'm just holding on underneath the carriage of it.
Oh, you're going underneath?
Yeah, and I'm gonna use quick jump, which allows me to use high jump and long jump as a single action, and I don't need to use my stride for it. So that's my one action. How far away is the cart?
From where you are?
Yeah.
Well, are you dashing up to it? Are you sprinting up to it?
Yeah.
I would say it's about 5 feet, 10 feet.
Oh, okay. I don't even need the long jump. I'm gonna just hop onto the back and crawl my way underneath.
Okay. So give me athletics.
Yeah, and I'm gonna use my quick jump and climb action to do that. Climbing as the holding on the undercarriage as I shimmy my way down there. Is it just a D20 plus my athletics or acrobatics modifier?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, that's
Hefty.
How far ahead is he?
He's about 10 feet.
And how long would you say the cart is?
The cart's about 5 feet. Yeah, 5 feet.
And how long is the truck?
Probably about 15.
I got a 17.
17?
Yes.
DC was 20. So I'll say that you leap up onto the cart and as you try and climb underneath it, you just kind of hang, and as he's riding off, your feet are kind of hitting the dirt as it's going. But you're hanging on to the side currently.
Okay, can I still like use my third action to try to correct the feet thing? And
Yeah, you
conceal
can get back
myself?
up on it.
Yes. Let me see if there's like a action.
I want to long jump, Aaron.
Yeah.
So in order for me to be able to go up to the 20 feet, which is my speed,
Yeah.
I would need to do a DC 20 athletics check.
Okay.
And so what I basically would like to do is run forward 10 feet and then long jump 20 feet to just nail this dude.
Okay.
And try to like tackle him off of his seat.
Okay.
No, I got a 17.
So you were trying to knock him off his seat, correct?
Yeah. So for long jump, I just leap normally.
Mm-hmm.
So 10 feet horizontally. So basically, what I go like 20 feet. So I fail to get up to him, but I would like fall onto the truck.
Yeah. So Zeke takes off running, and he leaps and lands into the cart, and he goes, and as soon as you land in the cart, you do another leap, and you try and get up onto the roof of the truck, and you don't quite make it, but you land in the bed of the truck.
And so that was the 2 action. I'm just kind of acting as if we're in a counter. So then I would like to just use the last action to grapple.
Okay. And as soon as he feels the first impact, he's gonna look back and see Zeke. And by the time he sees Zeke, Zeke's already like leapt into the bed of the truck and lands. And he's like, "Hey, what the hell?" And then you're gonna grapple him.
Yeah. So it is a athletics check against your fortitude DC.
Okay.
Then I got a 17 on the die plus 11. So that's what, 28?
Yeah, you beat the 19.
But not a critical success. So just a success, the opponent is grabbed until the end of my next turn, unless they do an escape action.
So how like, you want to describe how you grab him? Are you just gonna like grab him and hold him in place? Are you gonna grab him and kind of like pull him into the bed of the truck so then he's no longer like holding onto the reins? Or like how do you want to do this?
To kind of like just keep in check with the rules, but also for fun flavor, like I just basically grab him by the scruff of the back of his like neck there, and grab his shirt and just yank him down so that he's like underneath my head level and I'm looking down at him, but he's still in the seat in front of him. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
And just be like, we need to have a talk.
So as you're doing that, he like hits the reins a couple more times on the like as you're pulling him backwards. He's like, "Ugh!" And he like hits the reins. So the Brahmin kind of like a little bit faster, and he's like, what do we need to talk about? What's going on?"
Well, first you need to stop the Brahmin to make this a lot easier. I'm gonna throat punch you.
Well, they're Brahmin. They're kind of they have a mind of their own.
I'd like to roll to hit.
Go for it.
I was waiting for you.
All right, hold on. 16 on the die plus 14 to attack.
Almost.
Was that 30 to hit?
Yeah, he had 16. So yeah, you most definitely hit him.
Is that a critical hit?
Yeah, that's more than 10.
And because it's a fist, I would like to declare that it's non-lethal.
Okay. And where are you hitting him, and how are you hitting him?
Oh, I'm punching him in the throat, Aaron.
He said he would.
So he's literally like bent backwards, and you hit him right in the throat. He's just like coughing and can't even do anything. He's like barely holding on to the reins.
Sorry, I'm calculating my damage because I want to see if I knock him out.
You might.
I do 22 throat punch damage to him, Aaron.
Holy shit! Not quite knock him out, but he's fucked.
How about you stop them Brahmin now? You can do it.
Okay, I'll try. I'll try and see what I can do. And he just like yanks on the reins as hard as he can.
So
And
to clarify, have I just used my like quick jump and climb, and I'm like currently concealed on the side or underneath the carriage?
yeah, it's your choice. Yeah, if you want to be underneath it or on top of it. It sounded like you want to be underneath, so that's kind of where I figured you were.
Yeah. I'm trying to see if I can hit him from here.
Oh, I highly doubt it.
Yeah, not with one action.
Yeah, I
no.
don't even think you have line of
Okay.
sight on him. You might have line of sight
Wow.
if you're underneath the cart. You might have line of sight of like Zeke's from Zeke's like waist down, but that's probably all you can see from here.
Yeah, okay. Well, why don't I just use the climb to go on the passenger side of the carriage on top and climb like towards the truck, but keeping low so he
Gotcha.
doesn't see me.
So to clarify, you were on the cart originally. So now
Yeah.
you're kind of leaping to the truck. Okay.
Yeah, but I'm trying to do it, so that the driver of it does not see. You know what's sad?
What?
Earlier when I rolled that 17 to hit
Mhm.
the 20 DC, if it was an 18, I could have bumped it.
Ah,
Yeah, it was one off.
that's rough. So currently, Herbert is. Are you kind of like crouched because you said that you don't want the driver to see you?
Yeah, so my thought is I climbed under, since I was positioned under the carriage of the cart, I climbed
Mhm.
around the passenger side and I'm sort of shimmying my way either along the side of it or like sort of like belly down on the edge of the top.
Okay.
Yeah. Belly down on the edge of the top is where I'm at. On the
cart, not on the truck.
No, on the truck, on the far passenger side.
So, side note, did you guys all get a look at my amazing drawing that I did really quickly in MS Paint?
I was literally just being like, yo, whoever drew this like Nuka-Cola logo and these are
that was
great.
me.
Huh?
He's talking about on the Roll20, the Nuka-Cola bottle cap I drew.
Oh, you have
Fall
different
out.
MS Paint art?
In the Discord.
Yeah, in the Discord.
Oh, let me see.
Wait, I don't even see. Wait, oh, in the chat.
No, in
No, I was looking for
Roll20.
yeah, on the map on Roll20.
I drew it on the Please Stand By map.
Oh, I'm on the.
You're
other
an
map.
artiste, Shea. Oh, that is very good. Okay.
Okay. Damn. Yeah, that is pretty good. Yeah. So I drew this really quick diagram to kind of explain it.
Yeah.
So yeah. I figure you guys can decipher my amazing like 5-second drawing.
Gotcha. So I'd say I'm like, I've got like my knees bent around like the bed of the truck, and like my torso is just like belly down on top of it, kind of peering at him.
Of the bed. So okay. So currently, if you're looking at that great drawing, the driver is actually like flipped, so his head is facing the bed of the truck, and Zeke is standing up in the bed of the truck, like over him. So you would be directly behind Zeke, right?
I didn't know he was turned around.
Yeah.
Like,
Zeke grabbed him from behind, essentially.
I thought Zeke was next to him. Okay.
I grabbed him, pulled him down, and then throat punched him.
All right, can I change my
path
of approach? In that case, I'm going to shimmy along the bottom of the cart to like under the tow cable, under the bed of the truck, avoiding the kicks from the bovine friends at the front as they gallop along, and up the front, and I'm gonna, just stand ominously behind this guy.
Okay, so keep in mind, Zeke just throw punched him and commanded him to stop the Brahmin. So he literally just pulled the reins as hard as he can, and the Brahmin are kind of doing that like horse thing where they're like
Putting on the
shuffling to stop.
Well, that should be easier to avoid their feet.
Yeah. I'm just letting you know that like right now you guys are kind of like
understand
sliding forward with the
cheese of a stopping cart. What is
Correct.
2 horsepower? Easy.
It's for Brahmin power.
4 Brahmin? Okay, well, that's a lot more than 2 horsepower, but it's withstandable.
Yeah. I mean, you guys are going like maybe a maximum of like literally when he was like trying to get you guys to go as fast as he could, you guys are going like maybe 10 miles an hour. So now you guys are like sliding to a stop at like 2 miles an hour.
Gotcha. So I just really gotta like hold on tight for a bit.
Yeah. For like literally like
cool
30 seconds and you're good.
Then that's still my course of approach. And hopefully as soon as he turns around after he stopped the cart, he'll just see me there.
Yep. And then what did Wispy want to do there, Trev?
Okay. So since Wispy has an athletics of +0, he's like huffing and puffing trying to keep up with the cart.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was thinking like as the cart like slows down drastically, he just like runs into the back of the cart.
Looking down while you're running.
Yeah, just like, oh fuck, I hate this. And then I want to say he probably has like his coat pistol out ready for shooting whatever.
Okay. So as the truck and the cart and the Brahmin and everything kind of comes to a stop, the guy's still kind of upside down looking up at Zeke, just like heavy breathing, like, oh god.
So what do you guys want? What do you want from me?
You guys, has he detected me? Or is he talking about
He's just like, what do you, like, mostly Zeke. He's just like,
What do you want from me? I don't know what to do. Like, what's going on?
Seems we have some questions for you. There's been somebody that's been selling stuff to the raiders, and well, you had a lot of stuff to purchase, and then you just kind of saw us and took off running, which made you real suspect. So we just had to talk.
I was just leaving, and like, you guys, do you have any proof? Why do you think it's me? I didn't do anything.
You're not in really any position to demand proof, Marky Mark.
Can I like from behind Marky Mark try to signal to Zeke here to like knock this guy out or like be ready for like an attack?
sure.
Because I'm still sticking to like trying to feign saving this guy in order to gain his favor.
Yeah, I'll nod softly at you.
I mean, like I'm not like expressing it with any sense of urgency. You can finish just when you're done.
You don't have any selling things to raiders, do you, Mark?
Raiders.
And then at this, he just kind of like takes a deep breath and he goes, I had to. It's not my fault. They were going to kill me. I had to do what I had to do, or else they were going to kill me and, shut down my shop and kill my Brahmin. And I have, I got to do what I had to do. And I'm sorry. But and, like, he just starts like backpedaling. Like, he just like spills his guts and is like, oh my God, I'm fucking busted.
Mark, you misunderstand. I don't give a shit about your sob story. I just need to know who's they, the ominous they, who's the person forcing this.
Well, he never gave me a name. But
he's like still coughing and like rubbing his throat because he just got like he almost caved in his fucking windpipe, and so he's just like rubbing it and just like trying to choke out words.
So I don't know a name, but I was about to just meet him. I was on my way to meet up with him right now.
Well, be damned. Mark, looks like we got ourselves a nice little soiree.
From the back, you guys just hear Wispy going, "Did we get him? Is he guilty?"
Sort of, Wispy. We got to go on a field trip to go kill some raiders. Hey.
Herbert is just standing behind him still, like in a very like heroic statuesque dashing pose. Like he's twirled his mustache. He's standing akimbo, chest puffed out. He's just waiting for him to like turn around and
now, Mark, they've done dealings with you in the past, so they already know you in your face, correct?
Yeah.
All right, well, I guess we don't get to knock you out and leave you here. So we got to bring you with us. Tell you what, though, we got ourselves a strapped gentleman with us that will be an investor of sorts to go with you, and he'll sit up front with you, and my compatriot over there, and I will sit in the back and hide whilst we travel. Sound fair to you?
He kind of like moves his head. Keep in mind he's still upside down, but he moves his head just enough that he can kind of get a glance at Herbert and just like vaguely sees that there's somebody in the way back. Sure, yeah, whatever.
A splendid introduction and fine summary of the plan. I applaud your brevity, Zeke. Hello, Marky Mark.
If I do this for you guys, can you guys like put in a good word for me? And so, Phil doesn't come after me or anything. I don't want any trouble. I don't want any trouble.
Oh,
your
absolutely.
reputation will be that of 1,000 knights.
We will tell Phil exactly what went down, but I won't kill you, so you're welcome.
What's that? Are we killing him?
Nobody's killing him.
No, we're not killing him yet, Wispy.
Okay, not yet.
Don't say yet.
Well, now here, listen here, Mark. Phil just said, find out who's responsible for this and bring him in for questioning. But if we have to do what we must and carry out
already
justice,
got a confession.
So let's just keep it clean there, Mark. No, what I'm leaning into, sorry, is mechanically. I don't know how I did this, but I built my seat perfect for this thing. I have trained in intimidation.
Oh yeah, he sees that you have Brotherhood armor on, and he's upside down. Almost got his windpipe caved in, and there's multiple assailants. He is in no physical position to fight back whatsoever. He is fucking intimidated. He's borderline pissing his pants right now.
Splendid.
Have I been able to like relieve any of his anxiety?
Relieve what?
Well, I hope my charm is at least making him soften to me, not so terrified. Maybe he has a presence in the party who will stop these guys from just killing him.
I would say that he clocks that, but he is like fixated on the guy that almost killed him with one punch.
Yeah, that's fair.
He's like, okay, cool. Somebody's not going to kill me. However, this guy is standing over me and almost killed me.
And I did just laud the guy for almost killing him.
So he is thoroughly scared shitless and like trying to breathe and just force out any words that can possibly save his life at this point.
All right, well, let's get going.
Okay, so what was your guys' plan? I kind of understood it, but are you? I know that you said that
we should probably hide in the cart or truck while this guy goes to sell.
I mean, I didn't know if there's going to be enough room in the truck to hide for all of us, so I figured you being like fancy looking could just sit up front and you wouldn't be seen as a threat to them. They would actually see you as easy money.
Oh, yes, I've sat through many of these deals.
Yeah, and then Wispy and I would hide in the back because there sure as hell wouldn't be real seen a cool, I imagine.
Well, let me ask you,
or
Mark, would they be
Brotherhood.
intimidated? Like, I mean, do they say like come alone? Would they be intimidated if you brought a dashing guest? I mean, they might know of me and wish I'm looking to procure.
I mean, these are raiders that we're talking about. Yeah, they're not gonna like anybody come in that's not me. But if you
can deal with them, right?
Flash some caps or something, maybe. But I don't know. Like he's still like he's so scared right now.
All right, my friend. Take some breaths because we're not going to be able to sell these arms with you wheezing at them.
So, just to confirm, because you guys were talking about hiding, So it's like the typical bed of like a pickup truck. So if like Zeke and Wispy wanted to like lay down in it, nobody would be able to see you at all
Yeah.
from the sides. So
That's what I was
just wanted to
going
clarify.
at.
Yeah. I just wanted to clarify.
What about the
So-
cart? There might be room for like me to hide too. It might not be necessary.
Yeah,
for me to
if you want to hide
approach
too,
with
down with us.
Yeah, you guys
I-
could hide. Yeah, absolutely. That's up to you guys.
Do we trust Mark to like not signal to them though?
You know what? If we want to do this, we should do it proper. Like, what if we all sat in either are the weapons in the cart?
The supplies are in the cart. Yes.
Okay. And like, how much room is in it?
In the cart,
Yeah, with the
it's
like,
pretty
cargo
much
there.
packed full.
Okay.
The bed of the truck though is empty. He mostly uses the cart to transport things of that nature.
Okay. Never mind.
So everybody's hiding, or are you gonna be up on the roof with him?
I'm assuming there is no room for just me to squeeze into the cart.
Oh, in the cart
Yeah.
itself?
Yeah.
I mean, it would be a tight squeeze for one person, but yeah, you could technically do that if you wanted.
Okay. Or I mean, like we can move a box or two.
There's also the
into
cab of the truck. There's the inside of the cab. You
Yeah.
could sit on top with him. There's multiple places that you could go if you wanted.
Yeah, I'll squeeze my way into the cart.
Okay, so you're gonna hop back and go all the way back in the cart.
Yeah.
Okay, and what is Wispy doing?
He's hiding.
Oh, he's
in the bed.
hiding. Okay, cool. So you guys go prone. He kind of sits up, kind of shakes himself, calms himself, gathers a breath, and then he like, "Hiya!" on the Brahmin, and they start traveling. It's a bit of a bumpy ride, especially for Herbert all the way in the back of the cart. You're bouncing around quite a bit on this rocky road. And you guys travel, and you guys finally come to a clearing.
Something that I wanted to do just kind of before
Yeah,
we
on the way.
left. Well, yeah, either on the way or before we left, is do a quick treat.
I'm sorry, you broke up there, Shay. What?
Do a quick treat wounds on
Oh,
Mark.
okay.
Just I'm rolling medicine.
Yeah, so his throat gets a lot better, so now he can actually talk, and yeah, he's doing okay. What did you roll out of curiosity?
Well, so the DC is 15, and I rolled a dice plus 9, so not quite. Yeah, so he gets. Let me see. 2d8 healing.
2d8.
Roll that real quick. So he gets
Cool. Yeah, that's
10 HP back from the 20.
okay.
his
So
throat.
yeah, so his throat is a little bit bruised, but yeah, he's pretty much back to normal. So as you guys follow this trail and this path that he's traveled on many a times, he gets to a point where there's some trees and whatnot, and he stops. He brings the Brahmin to a halt, and he starts looking around side to side, looking for anybody. And after a couple minutes, 4 guys approach, and they're just the stereotypical raiders. They have, kind of battered leather armor on. You can tell that they're carrying various weapons. Well, I guess you guys wouldn't be able to see that because you guys are hiding, but he can see that. And they approach. There he be. About time you get here. Yeah, well, I had a little bit of trouble, but I took care of that. So, what are we doing there today, guys? What are you looking for? And they just kind of start having some minor, chit chat about, the deal that they're about to make.
I would like to. Is there on the anything on like how far away are they from the cart? or the
Oh.
truck and stuff like that?
Oh, they're like right there. I mean, they're maybe at the most 5 feet from him. He's talking down to them. He's still up on the roof, and they're standing at like where the driver's side door would be. Well, two on the driver's side door, and then two on the passenger side door. So they're on either side of the front of the truck, talking to him.
I want to whisper to Wispy, and like, hey, we gotta. All right, looks like we got them. They're up front. You want to get outside the back here and just go and fight them, or do we try to question the raiders? How do you want?
Well, let's definitely wait a little bit because I think we'll learn some information that we're gonna need later.
Well, to give you guys a little bit of insight at this, as they're talking, you're getting the vibe that they're about to start making their way back towards the cart to look at the supplies that he brought them to make a deal.
Yeah, so the problem spot.
Yeah, they're starting to like wrap up the small chit chat, and he's like,
could I like kind of just be like casually sitting on the back of the cart, like not trying to look like I'm hiding?
yeah,
Okay.
kind of like sitting down with your feet dangling off the end.
Yes, and I'm like I'm holding a cane, so I'm just like resting both hands on top, my legs crossed.
Okay. So at this point, you know, like I said, they finish up their idle chit chat, and at this, Mark is starting to like he's sweating bullets, and they're starting to notice that he looks a little bit nervous, but they just kind of, you know, they're raiders, and there's only one of him, so they just kind of chalk it up to him being intimidated. He lets go of the reins of the Brahmin and kind of hops off the passenger side. And so he's on the passenger side with two of them. And then there's two on he hops off the driver's side with two of them. And there's two on the passenger side. And the five of them are starting to slowly make their way back towards the cart.
I'd like to like lay. If I have to do like a stealth check, we can. But I think we should just attempt to lay down and wait until they pass. And then when they get towards the cart, Wispy and I can get up and like start moving behind them.
Agreed.
Okay, so can you both give me a group stealth check, but just the two of you?
Natural 18 plus 0.
I got an 8 plus 9, so 17.
Oh, as they're walking past, they get just past the tailgate of the truck, and Mark like coughs. And when they do that, they look over, and out of the peripheral, they just see the glare off of, God damn it, Zeke's armor. And they're like, "Wait, what's that shiny thing?" And they just turn and look at you guys. What do you do?
Time to play, and I want to pull out my hammer.
So you guys just kind of jump up from being prone.
Yeah, pull out my coat pistol.
And so as you guys do that, the raiders kind of like are frantic, kind of looking back and forth. The two on the passenger side are like, "What the hell?" And one of the guys that's closest to Mark grabs him by in a headlock, kind of as like a hostage type situation.
I'm gonna like walk out and just, you know, not so much interrupt the scene, but just kind of like make myself known and observe it.
So just to clarify how they're positioned, they're currently looking at the bed of the truck, so their back is to you. All five of their back is to you currently, just so
Even
you know.
the one like
holding yeah, he's holding him hostage, thinking that, you know, that Zeke and Wispy are with him. And so he's like, you know, he hasn't said anything, but he's getting to a point where like, I'm gonna fucking kill this guy.
Attempt to create a diversion, and just like tell them, gentlemen, there's no need.
Whoa.
Hey, it's okay. You see, I'm old. I'm using a cane. It's fine. Marky Mark here has so kindly offered me a connection to purchase arms indefinitely, for a endowed client of mine, and I'm willing to cut you in on the deal. These two manservants here are my bodyguards. They're just taking precautions. And could I make a deception check.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's a 30.
Oh fuck. They're like they have the same look that Wispy gave earlier when they heard you talking about a potential client. They just see caps in their eyes.
Yeah.
They're like they're kind of looking at each other, and the guy that's holding Mark's like, okay, on the count of
Please.
3.
Would you let go of my newest client?
He slowly lets go, but he's still holding the knife that he had to Mark's throat.
I understand, gentlemen. I take precautions with my bodyguards here. Just
So wait a second. And like the guy that was holding him as hostage is like sitting there thinking about it, and he's like, so wait, we're his clients and you're a new client. So if that's the case, then we're gonna be the middleman, and he sells to us, and then we sell to your guy.
correct. Yeah.
Okay.
There's lots of money to be made as middlemen.
Well,
Just hear how many M's are in that sentence. M for money.
Well, we were using these supplies, because we were.
I assure you, with the caps you make, you'll be able to buy resources abundant beyond.
Well, okay, that sounds good. That sounds good.
It's just mostly the arms my client wants. If there's any medical supplies or those are yours to keep. As well as the proceeds from the weapons.
Well, we might have some problems there. We might have some problems there because we need the weapons. We've actually been, we've organized a couple attacks now on this local town, and they're nothing but a bunch of fucking muties and beef jerky looking people like your bodyguards over here. And so, we need them weapons. We're trying to, take them out.
You all attacking City Junction?
How you know about that? You just metagamed. No, I guess you would probably know.
Knowing my background and Wispy.
No. It's totally cool. No. I'm not like calling you out. I'm just like, damn, that's a good connection because you guys would know because you guys work for Azenta.
You just said muties like you guys. So I did meta.
No, I didn't mean it as an insult. That was more fucking touche applause, sir. More than anything, that was like, damn. I shouldn't have said metagame. That has a bad connotation to it. That's not what I meant. But anyways, neither here nor there. But yes. But So where we left off. Sorry, before I went a little off the rails there. Is he's like, yeah, how do you know about that?
Just a town. My compatriot here is well acquainted. Now, listen. So is that what you've been getting these arms for? To raid these towns?
Maybe, maybe not. That's our business.
That's fine. Hey, is it Azenta on your list?
That's where they're getting the supplies from.
Azenta's a little. I don't think that we have the manpower to take on Azenta, but at City Junction, we don't like them. And our client doesn't like them either.
Well, who is your client?
That's a need to know basis, sir, and you don't need to know.
Is this like the leader guy? He's
doing all the talking. Yeah, he's doing all the talking.
The guy holding Mark.
I want to pointedly look at him and then look at Herbert and hopefully give the sense of, see, this one's yours, and then turn to Wispy and just kind of nod because we've been adventuring for years. I imagine Wispy knows what I'm about to do, and I want to hit one of the nearest lackeys with my hammer.
Okay,
I still have it out.
Yeah, roll for attack.
Well, should we go into initiative? Because I have.
He's technically doing an ambush attack because the guy is not ready for it.
Well, can I add that Since I was clued in by Zeke, I would also be able to like shoot.
Yeah, I mean, do you have your gun out?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
had
he
it
still
out.
had his gun out too.
Okay, yeah. I mean,
So
yeah.
I would also like to add, just to call out, like, all right, gentlemen, after you, and like I'll let my bodyguards do it, but I will like try to lunge at the guy holding Marky Mark and disarm him.
Oh,
I rolled low, so I only got 22 to hit.
22 to hit. That hits.
Oh, that's maxed out. For 20 of damage to the door.
I'm sorry, you were cutting out 20 what?
Blunt bludgeoning damage.
You're still fucking up, at least on my end.
Yeah, it looks like it's better now.
Okay, so it was 20 what?
20 bludgeoning damage.
Oh, 20? Yeah, so this dude just gets like smashed in the face. He kind of stumbles and like falls on the ground. He's not knocked out or dead or anything, but he just took a wallop to the side of the head.
I think we can only do like one action in an ambush, right? Or...
That's a good question. I want to say yes, but
no, and the surprise attacks doesn't have really anything much on top of it. It just has. Yeah, no, it doesn't really have. I mean, we can just go into initiative.
yeah,
like,
that's kind of what I'm
my
thinking.
attack for then.
Well, I would like to give you all three of you like an ambush action, if nothing else, and then we can go into initiative.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, yeah, so I'll just do one action then. So I'll just do the 20 action.
Okay, and then what does Wispy do?
I rolled a 17 to hit.
17 does not hit.
Okay, so my shot goes wide. Probably still like catching my breath or something, but I do have a skill that I wanted to use since I'm not hiding in the bed right now.
Mm-hmm. So what's the skill?
It's called That's Odd. When you enter a new location, I notice one thing out of the ordinary, and you're free to say there's absolutely nothing out of the ordinary here, but if there's something that just kind of catches my attention that I'm like, oh, that's kind of weird, then that's something I would know about.
So the only thing that would be considered odd it would be that the leader, the guy that held Mark to his the knife to his throat, has like you can just barely make out like a corner of paper that's like in his like chest pocket, but
Okay.
you just see like a little bit of corner of a piece of paper.
Cool. So my shot is wide, probably
Yeah,
because I'm
so
like I'm focused on that paper. Like, oh, what the fuck?
And everybody just kind of looks over at Wispy when the shot rings out, and it just like hits the dirt in the in the distance. And then what does Herbert do?
So yeah, Herbert's. How far away am I from like the guy holding Marky Mark?
About 5 feet, I would say.
Okay, so I don't really need to use a stride to get up to him.
Yeah.
And is he holding anything in his offhand that he's not like choking Mark with?
No, he just had a knife out.
Is he still holding the knife? Is he like holding it to?
He was
because I imagine he had him in like a half.
So he had him in a headlock, let him go. Yeah. So Mark had walked away. So he just still has the knife in his hand like this.
Gotcha. Mark's no longer in his hand.
No,
I was gonna try to disarm Mark.
He let him go.
Him. Okay, yeah, I'll just try to take the knife. I'm gonna attempt to disarm him. So I roll an athletics check against his reflex DC, and I got a 13.
He got a 27.
What? he's a fucking like cat.
Wait, wouldn't it be his reflex DC? It wouldn't be opposing check, so it'd just be his reflex plus 10.
Oh yeah.
Well, Oh, so is reflex plus 10?
Yeah,
Well, then that's
it's
20.
not. Yeah, you're not
Right,
opposing.
Yeah, I rolled a 2 on that. It's plus 11.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So either
Alright.
way, yeah, it was still 20.
Okay,
So
that's not a critical failure though. Critical failure is 10 less.
yeah.
Okay.
So so Herbert lunges for the knife, and the guy just kind of like, what the hell? And just like kind of pushes him out of the way. Like, get off me.
You
Kind of
don't
thing.
expect an old man to start a weapon.
Yeah. And then at this
Fight.
point
Or without a weapon. What the fuck? To start a fight without a weapon. I'm old.
so now we entered initiative, guys.
All right, so I am going to, at the start of initiative, use my after you skill and volunteer to go last in the initiative to gain panache.
Ah, there we go.
Is there I don't see panache under conditions in Wanderer's Guide. Is there a way I can like add those passive bonuses to my?
I have no idea. I mean,
because it
this
affects
is,
a lot, like my precision strike and
I would
movement
say
speed and stuff.
if you can write it down somewhere. I mean, we're kind of wrapping up. Yeah, we're kind of wrapping up the session anyway. So just whatever.
I got panache, and I'm moving
Okay.
like 5 feet more,
Okay.
and I do a little
So
more. on
so
my
you guys want to roll really quick?
16.
Okay. Shay.
I forgot my stat. 22.
Okay. And Herbert's going last.
Yep.
Okay, so Zeke's up first.
I just want to swing for the fences.
Okay. Are you doing the one that's already injured?
Yeah. First
Okay.
attack is 18 to hit.
Oh, that 18 doesn't hit.
All right. We'll swing again. Second attack is 26.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
All right. That is 9 damage.
Okay. So how do you want to kill him?
I just want to like swing past, like, and miss with the first swing, and then just kind of like compensate, turn it around, and just like side beam his head, and just like he's out, done.
Yep. Cool.
And is there somebody else kind of within range? The
Yep.
buddy that's next to him. Cool. So
Most
I'm just
definitely.
gonna
Yep.
take my last attack swinging at him.
Okay.
18 to hit, so probably a miss.
Yep. Yep. So yeah, so you swing and miss you feint the first one, smash the guy's side of the skull in, and then you go to swing at the other guy, and he like ducks under it. And then Wispy's up.
All right, I'm going to use my first action, devise a stratagem. So I'm going to roll a d20, and that result is what I'm going to be using instead of what I actually roll.
Okay.
That's a natural 14-20.
Nice.
There you go.
And whoever's closest to me, I guess, I'm going to take a shot at them.
Okay.
And I also use intelligence instead of dexterity because of devise a stratagem, and as a not a bonus, but like it kind of goes along with it. Allies are also affected by devise a stratagem, but I have to choose an ally.
Okay.
I'm going to choose Herbert.
Okay.
And he is flat-footed against Herbert.
Okay.
That's a second natural 20 in a row.
Damn, there you go.
But damage, it's a 2d4.
And
2d4?
it's times 2.
Yep.
Times 2. So that's 10 points of whatever damage.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Does your damage die go up for being a crit on your weapon? Did you check and see if it has a critical tag on it?
Oh, the target needs to succeed with a fortitude save against my DC or be stunned 1.
What's the DC?
It's a 21.
And what was the save? I'm sorry.
It's a fortitude save.
Fortitude. Negative.
And it's D8 for your damage dice on a critical hit. So it would be
So do I roll
D8
it?
and then an additional 1d8 damage.
But these are 2d4, so does that mean I roll a 2d8?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then double it. Because it's crit.
That's 30 points of shooty damage.
Oh yeah. So do you want to describe how you kill him or
This is a tiny pistol. I probably just like I've been watching Barry lately, so maybe like
Nice.
through the cheek or something.
Yeah, so he goes to say something to the leader and like hey, and he just like and goes through the mouth and out the other cheek. And then he just falls down dead. Are you doing anything else?
There are still 2-3 people alive.
There's two
I
currently.
think yeah, 2 people, the leader and then one other lackey.
Okay, so
Correct.
I'm going to use demoralize on the leader.
Nice. Okay, anything else?
No, that's all 3 actions.
Okay, cool. And so I while you were going for the sake of time, I rolled attacks on for those two, and they were both gonna be on Zeke, and there's no way in hell they hit. They rolled super, super, super low. I got a 2 and a 3, and then a 2 and a 3. How that happened, I don't know. Well, at least base rolls. So it would have been 12, 13, and then 12 and 13. And so it's gonna be Herbert's up.
All right. So it's just the 2 guys remaining, one of them right
Correct.
in front of me and one
Yep.
adjacent to the guy in front of me.
Correct.
Okay. I guess I'm gonna start by making a strike against this guy right in front of me here.
Okay. Your cane.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my cane with this.
Okay.
It's 16 plus 13 is 29.
Yeah, that hits.
Plus, well, it might be a crit
Okay.
too, because I get. Oh no, that's on damage. Yeah, just 29.
Okay. Yeah, that definitely hits.
Okay.
That
so
is actually. Hold on a second.
roll damage.
You said 29. That's a crit.
Oh hell yeah! So how much do I?
So you rolled for
I normally
damage.
roll a 1d6 plus 4 for this weapon. So is it 1d8 and then doubled, and then plus 4?
That's if it has the fatal trait.
What?
What's the
It
weapon
has the
called?
fatal trait.
It's a sword cane.
I think it's technically cane sword. Yeah, I think technically what's called.
Sword. No, it's a sword.
Oh, it's a sword cane. You're right.
Yeah. It's a rapier-like sword. Concealed with it. Yeah, so
As-
I'm gonna like.
It doesn't have fatal.
Well,
So it's
on a
so it's
critical
1d6.
success, it also does make him flat-footed until the start of my
Nice.
turn.
So it's 1d6 plus 4,
Doubled.
and then double it.
All right, cool. That's 4 plus 4, 8, 16 damage.
Oh yeah. So he's definitely wounded. You pull out the cane sword and just slash him across the chest.
Okay. Well, that's my first action.
Mhm.
Strike. And I'm going to use my second action to follow it up with a punch with my other hand,
Nice.
my left hand. And out from it is going to come a bladed gauntlet and stab him right wherever I get to hit on. But I'm aiming for his head.
Okay. Go for damage.
Well, I got to roll to hit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and this is only plus 9 because it's my second attack. That's 16.
16 doesn't hit.
All right, then. Well, I will actually use my reaction.
For your panache.
Yeah, what's it called? Actually, no, it's not Panache. It's Nanite Surge.
Okay.
Gain 2. Oh, no, that's status bonus. wait. Maybe it is panache. No, that's not to hit. All right, that's my second action then.
Okay, cool.
And yeah, I'll hold my last action in case I need to use a reaction.
Okay, so as you go to punch with a bladed gauntlet, you swing and you miss. The guy kind of just like twists and turns, and then when you take a step back, a loud rings out, and you all kind of.
I just heard a loud and then rings out.
Yeah, sorry, my mic might have cut out because I did it really loud.
Oh, okay.
And
that was
so
even cooler.
yeah, so you guys kind of turn to look as the remaining two bandits just like crumple to the ground. You guys look, and on top of the truck is Mark. He had like ran and climbed up on top while you guys were fighting and just shot them both with a shotgun, and they went down. And there's just smoke coming out the barrel. And he goes, "Please tell Phil I didn't mean any harm."
Well, that would go well for Mark.
Huh?
I just said that'll go well for you, Mark.
Okay. So well, do you guys do anything else before?
I guess we can. I do want to check out the wares
Piece of paper
in the cart, and that piece of paper.
We're gonna take everything these guys have.
Yeah. So the piece of paper, you find out through reading it that the client of the bandits is one of the officers for the Valley River Corps, which is a offshoot of the VRC that is currently presiding here in the Willamette Valley. Then inside the cart, there's a whole bunch of different weapons and that sort of thing, weapons and armor that you loot, and you guys can. Mark lets you guys have your pick as long as you guys put in a good word for Phil. And you guys hop back on the cart after thoroughly looting and going through everything that those bandits had. You guys ride back to Azenta. And you guys turn in Mark to Phil, and you guys each get 300 caps each. And that's kind of, I think, where we're going to wrap it up tonight, guys.
So, Trevor and Shea, you guys can just add 450 caps each because I don't need it.
Hell yeah.
Done.
Cool. Well, that was an awesome session, guys. Thanks for the idea of doing a little filler episode, and I liked how it all went, and it was a great time.
Yes,
Yeah,
good times
for
would have.
DMing. It was nice to peer into the old Fallout campaign a little.
Yeah.
Give
Well,
me context for all the inside jokes that Harriet just stares blankly at.
Well, I'm sure that we'll continue these adventures with these characters down the road, and thanks to the audience for listening, and till next time, don't forget, war never changes.
We're all alone, no chaperone can get our number. The world's in slumber, let's misbehave.